Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I wanted to show you something right out of the gate here that I saw from Mr. B, and I think he makes a very valid point here. Before I talk to you about what he says here, I wanted to say to you, I saw where this market bounced all the way down to around, I think, 223 billion, and now it looks like it's bounced back up to about 226 billion. But what Mr. B is saying right here is this was the last road to $3.81. I don't know if what we are experiencing is the next big one, but if it is, expect bumps along the way. Hashtag XRP. And he makes a very valid point here. This is what that last ride up looked like. And you can see all of the different ups and downs along the way. It's just part of it. It's what happens. You know, one of the interesting things that seems to happen pretty often, and I showed one in my last video, is that you'll have one of the bigger downs right before the biggest up is what I've seen a lot in these charts from the past. But anyway, he makes a very good point in this, and I wanted to show you that. Next from Sergeant Obi-Wan, this was from, I believe it was from yesterday, and I had already made my last video, but he says, this is from Sergeant Obi-Wan, he says, Amazon files proof of work patent using cryptography. Wow, this is interesting. Just the fact, I personally don't believe Amazon will end up doing a proof of work digital asset anyway. All I'm interested in is the fact that Amazon is recognizing that blockchain is a big deal. And that's why they're doing this. Just like Bank of America, I think, has more blockchain patents than anyone. And they're doing it because they know what's coming. And that, to me, is a good thing. Okay, next I wanted to show you this. This is big right here. XRP Crypto Wolf sent me this. USDX is an XRP-backed stablecoin from Kava Labs. The USDX stablecoin system is implemented as a Cosmos zone designed to peg an XRP, issue an XRP collateralized token, USDX, and dynamically maintain its price stability to USD with decentralized mechanisms. And then he says, Kava Labs USDX blockchain can process instant transfers, 100,000 transactions per second, without banks, fees, and borders. The native token of the USDX blockchain is XRS, a governance and validation token. And then down here I've read a couple of comments. If it's pegged to XRP because XRP can be so stable, then why not just use XRP? Difference between XRP backed and pegged. The price of XRP will move unlike the dollar, so it's intending to raise the value it can cover, not holding a price point. Then I saw something from Galgatron about this, and he's a really smart guy, and I wanted to cover this. Someone had asked him, Galgatron, hey, is there a way you can help me understand the need for that XRP-backed stablecoins? I know it's faster with zero fee, but then does XRP become like gold, kinda, since that stablecoin will be used instead of XRP? And then Galgatron says USDX is more than just a stablecoin. It's a decentralized stablecoin, meaning it doesn't have counterparty risk. And since it takes XRP as collateral, it will drive demand for XRP. Now, I think that's a good explanation. That is great. And this, talk about adoption. This is big time. I love this. Okay. And next from CryptoView, I hadn't heard from him in a while, at Brando Aguilera. Sent this. This is just an article I wanted you to see because it's interesting. Bitcoin now a more popular Google search item than Donald Trump. Search term than Donald Trump. That's pretty significant right there because Donald Trump is all over social media. So the president of the United States is getting searched less than Bitcoin. That's big, folks, for us. Okay, and this is just an interesting tweet I saw. usually when you see the market get hit when we're having run-ups like we have been having, usually it happens as a result of some Bitcoin whale or something doing something, it's usually some kind of manipulative type thing, it looks like. So someone crazy is pushing down Bitstamp with a 2K BTC sell wall. Wow. And then they're showing you what they're doing here. When wall breaks, price will probably bounce back up. LOL. What a crazy dumb thing to do. What a stupid ass thing to do. He's showing this. Hope this is a nice live action display of why you shouldn't panic and should instead think logically about a situation. Bottom line is, folks, we are in a revolution, and in revolutions there's going to be some bloodshed. This is temporary bloodshed. These are just the ups and downs of markets, whether they're bull or bear. Next, XRP Trooper at Trooper XRP sent me this. This is funny right here. You should all go watch this. It's from Bitcoin 2019 conference at Bitcoin 2019 CONF. This is Anthony Pompliano, and he's talking to that guy that the guy on CNBC, the young guy, what's his name? His name's Andrew something or other. I've always thought that he was a smarmy little smart aleck, and in this clip he's no different. But he's one of these guys. He is obviously an anti-digital assets guy. But he says to Anthony Pompliano in this clip, he says, "Yeah, but your Bitcoin's not tied to anything." And Pompliano turns to him and he says, "Your US dollar is not tied to anything," basically. And I mean, talk about making a quick, witty point. The US dollar is a disaster. Think about this. Let's just make this real simple. Bitcoin, total Bitcoin that will ever be 21 million. There's been 3 to 5 million that have been lost, where some people have lost the private keys forever. Okay, 21 million total amount of Bitcoin ever. The US dollar. Go to Google sometime and ask Google how many US dollars have been printed over the years. The US dollar is it's limitless printing press, and the Bitcoin, there will never be 21 million. So you tell me what you'd rather own, because Bitcoin's here to stay. And if it's here to stay and it's in the financial system, which it is, that's a no-brainer. It's the no-brainer of no-brainers. And he put this kid in his place today, and I'm glad he did. That kid deserves it. Michael at VAL5 Links sent me this from XRP Neo. Give them both a follow. Could there be something going on between Ripple and Facebook? We know that several employees from Ripple have previously held high positions at Facebook. Kahina Van Dyke, Ripple Board of Directors, Ethan Beard, Spring. He's just showing you where these people, it's mentioned that they were with Facebook at one time. And then Tom Chanik, who was with Ripple until March 2019, but he's still bullish on Ripple, and he has been at Facebook before too. Then he mentions this. Recently we saw Ashish Birla write a blog post about how blockchain could save Facebook. I found this article interesting for a couple of reasons. He mentions how Facebook could partner with crypto exchanges as on and off ramps. And then he says, what I assume he means is that Facebook could partner with exchanges similar to XRapid, but for Facebook, from fiat to Facebook, internal coin on their super app where all contents could be purchased. I could see Ripple seeing ILP and XRP having a place somewhere in this conversation. He means Facebook's huge user base, which is massive. Facebook's user base consists of 2.38 billion active users. That's over 30% of the world's population. A partnership with Facebook would thus be massive for Ripple. And then he says, maybe an article like this is just meant as a way to gain attention from Facebook, or they might have been in active conversations. It would seem very likely, considering Kahina Van Dyke as well as Ethan Beard just read about their past positions at Facebook. Someone like Ethan Beard would know about all the new monetization opportunities that exist by utilizing XRP. I'm sure they keep in contact with old work partners, but let's be honest. The dream would be seeing the Run on Ripple logo on Facebook content. Wouldn't that be something, folks? Okay, let me get rid of this. And I got this from C3 Nick. He says, every single one of the people who missed buying XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, or any other crypto before it shot up to 8K have a clear incentive to say it will dump down to 6K, 5K, 1.5K. Always keep that in mind. Yes, there are enemies at the gates, folks. It's just the way it is. And they're people with agendas. But in the scheme of things, they're not going to be able to do anything to this juggernaut. Not going to happen. Okay, now I want to float something out to you people, because this is what I believe that there's. I've always said, I believe that SBI Holdings has always been Ripple's ace in the hole. I believe that when the moon is finally hit, I believe SBI Holdings will have a lot to do with it. And I just wanted to show you a couple of what I think are not coincidences, but things that have happened that we've talked about. But it just kind of, I've seen some things that just kind of made me want to at least mention this. All right, the first thing is this. The CEO of, this is from April 26th this year, CEO of Japanese finance giant SBI appointed as Ripple Labs executive. This is Yoshitaka Kitao. Okay, he's the CEO of SBI Holdings, and representative director of Japanese financial services giant SBI Holdings has been appointed as an executive of Ripple Labs Inc. Cointelegraph Japan reports on April 26th. As previously reported, SBI Holdings is an active partner of Ripple via their joint venture SBI Ripple Asia, which was established to promote the use of XRP in Asian financial markets back in 2016. SBI's official announcement states that Kitao's appointment to his new executive role at Ripple Labs will aim to further promote blockchain and digital asset utilization at financial institutions in Japan and Asia, and strive to develop financial services with high customer benefit. And then there was this, and it was from 2 days ago. Ripple's XRP falls under virtual currency in Japan in new blockchain and crypto regulation 2019 report. Well, folks, the question that we need to ask is, have the stars aligned for SBI to put their plan in motion over in Japan for XRP? And they do have a plan, because we've all seen the slides from their quarterly reports and different things. I believe that when this plan is all put in motion, I believe it's going to be a game changer. Not for speculation, I think that'll come too as a result, but also for actual utility. And so I wanted to at least throw that out there. And finally, I've mentioned in the last few weeks the Mike Tyson uppercut, and just randomly I saw this tweet from Mike Tyson. I thought it was funny. Miss me with all that, and it's showing all these words, things that he's frustrated about, and then he knocks the guy out. But if you watch this, it's pretty funny. Negativity, drama, fake people, self-doubt, stress, haters, and then, come on, don't stop on me now. Boom. I'm glad I never in my life had to feel what it's like to get hit by something like that. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button. And tell your friends and family they don't want to take a punch from Mike Tyson. Thanks for listening.